Hello, we are doing lesson 3.3, skip count on a number line. This is on page 109. Our essential question, how can you use a number line to skip count and find how many in all? So we know from the past that how many in all would hint at addition. Today we're going to look at repeated addition, and you might even make the connection to multiplication. So let's get to unlock the problem. Caleb wants to make 3 balls of yarn for his cat to play with. And I can imagine that, 3 balls of yarn. He uses 6 feet of yarn to make each ball. Each ball is 6 feet. How many feet of yarn does Caleb need in all? So for all of the yarn, if he's using 6 feet for each one, I'm thinking like that for each, and I want to find out in all how much total. So instead of drawing a picture, we are going to use a number line to count equal groups. And the word equal just means same. So we're thinking same size groups, right? Each ball is 6 feet of yarn, so the same size groups. So I just answered that first question from right up here, 6 feet. How many feet of yarn does Caleb need for each ball? 6 feet. And I use the abbreviation for feet, just FT period. How many equal lengths of yarn does he need? So how many balls of yarn does he need? He needs 3. We will begin at 0. We will skip count by 6s because each group is 6 feet long, and we will draw the jumps on the number line. So we're starting at 0 and we're ending at 6. We're jumping 6 feet each time. And I can kind of plan ahead. 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is my second target for my second ball of yarn. Will take me to 12 feet, right? If I'm not confident on counting by 6s, I can plan ahead. I just planned ahead 6 feet, 6 jumps, and there, that takes me to my ending place. So how many jumps did I make? I made 1 jump, 2 jumps, 3 jumps. And if I want to include the word, I can put 3 jumps. How long is each jump? Each jump is 6 feet, because each ball of yarn is 6 feet. So multiply 3 times 6 gets me to this final answer of 18. So Caleb needs 18 feet of yarn in all. Now let's look at the bottom. It says, I'm going to analyze. Why did you jump by 6s on the number line? So why did we do that? Well, each of the 3 balls is 6 feet of yarn. That's why, right? I had 3 balls of yarn, each was 6 feet. Now here's a little math talk. What if Caleb made 4 balls of yarn with 5 feet of yarn in each ball? What would you do differently to find the total number of feet of yarn needed? So I'm kind of going to imagine I had a different number line. I'm going to still start at 0, but instead of jumps of 6, I'm going to make jumps of 5. And it's easier to count by 5. So I'm going to set up my number line with some counting by 5s. But how many jumps do I make? Remember, I made 3 jumps before because I had 3 balls of yarn, but now I'm going to have 4 balls of yarn. So I'm going to make 4 jumps. So 1 jump, 2 jumps, 3 jumps, 4 jumps. I've got 4 jumps of 5, or 4 jumps of 5. 4 times 5 equals 20, right? So this would be 20 feet of yarn if he had 4 balls of yarn, 5 feet each. If they change the numbers of what Caleb had, change the number of balls and the number of feet in each ball, I could still solve the problem using the same strategy, right? I kind of skipped this part up here, but let's see if we can go answer that. Sometimes I don't look at the whole picture before I begin. Maybe you do that too. So how many equal groups of yarn will Caleb make? Oh yeah, I drew those 3, so I thought that through. He's making 3 groups, right? How many feet of yarn will be in each group? Oh, we answered that down here. It was 6 feet. This is also good for me to double check. So what do I need to find? Total length of yarn, right? I'm finding out how much yarn in all. All right, that's the end of page 109. We're going to turn the page, and now we're going to get some practice with share and show. This is where I want you to pause the video after we do number 1 together, and I want you to try it on your own, okay? Skip count by drawing jumps on the number line. Find how many in 5 jumps of 4. Then write the product. So 5 jumps of 4 spaces, right? I'm going to jump 4 spaces, or 4 in a group. So here's 1 jump, 2 jumps, and if I'm not sure, I could do little jumps, 1, 2, 3, 4, and know that's my jump of 4. That's my 3rd jump of 4. I think of these like little training wheels, right? If I need to do the jumps by 1, just to be sure. So I've got 1 jump of 4, 2 jumps of 4, 3 jumps of 4, 4 jumps of 4. Oh, I need to go back and look. I looked down here, 5 jumps. I need 1 more jump of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think these look like umbrellas when I do the mini jumps. So that gets me there. I almost made 4 jumps of 4, but I double checked. 5 jumps of 4 takes me to 20. Now, I want you to pause and try number 2, 3 groups of 8 or 3 jumps of 8. So pause here and then check back and see if you matched. That's 1 jump of 8. I can do the baby jumps. If I want, and get to the end. So 3 jumps of 8 or 3 times 8 is 24. Number 3, I'm going to do 8 groups of 3 or 8 jumps of 3. So you can pause here and then restart to check your answer. 8 groups of 3. This one's easier to eyeball. So there's 1 jump of 3, 2 jumps of 3, 3 jumps of 3, 4 jumps of 3, 5 jumps of 3, 6, 7, 8. Hey! 8 times 3 also brought me to 24. You can see the same numbers, just in a different order. All right, here's number 4. You're going to have to write the multiplication sentence on your own, and they showed you the jumps. Okay, so you can pause and see if you can figure that out. I've got my jumps of 9, and here I had 8 jumps of 3, so 3 came second. So I have 2 jumps of 9. 2 times 9 is 18. Okay? So I'm thinking, how do equal jumps on the number line show equal groups? I think of this like skip counting. I'm skip counting by 9s, and this number line helps me keep track. Here for number 3, I was skip counting by 3s. The number line and the jumps of equal groups helps me keep track. Okay, so on your own, I want you to try 5 through 9. Do the odd numbers now. In the live session, we will do the even numbers, okay? So do 5, 7, 9 now. If you don't come to the live group, you can do all of them. And I'm going to have you check back in. There will be 2 videos. And for homework, you will be working on page 112A, and you're going to do all, and then on the back, I want you to do page 112, B, 1 and 2. Okay? For extra practice, you can do the spiral review. All right, so check back into the next video to see your answers for on your own, or come to the live session, and you can also check back in, submit your assignment online. Thank you.